Shalom,
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who teach well, peace and blessings, to all for faithful elect across four corners, living and preaching the truth, best of their ability and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right? As you know, we got a lot of shit going on. We're in the most prophetical time in all history right now. It's getting to the point where a lot of shit is about to start happening. But through all that, we got to maintain, man. Right? We got to be good soldiers for the Lord. We got to hold it down right now. Right, because that's gonna be the deciding factor. Because we representing Him on the earth, right?
Yeah. It's 2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 56, and the scripture reads, "For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death."
Right, but now we're seeing the greater picture, the story that the Lord was making all the way from the beginning. Right? In the beginning, we didn't really consider there are consequences for your action, this, that. Now we in slavery. You didn't have to go through this. Right? You didn't have to go through that. Right? And still maintain what you read.
Verse 57. Then answered he me and said, "This is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight."
Right? It's the condition of the battle. Right? You got to go through this. You're going to come back, bam, reincarnated, suffer persecution, bam, bam, bam. But we at the end of that fight right now, man. Right? We understand the condition now, which is why we could get out the condition. Right?
Yeah. Right. Got you one right real quick. All right, real quick. This first Timothy chapter 6 and verse 12. It says, "Fight the good fight of faith."
Right, the good fight of faith, right, which is we do every day. Y'all know it is. The demons you gotta deal with on a spiritual level and on a literal level, shit you gotta deal with on your day-to-day, financially, physically. All right, being a slave, right? That's the good fight that you gotta fight, man. Being a man of the Lord and balancing out being a slave at the same time, man. Right?
Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses.
That's how you lay hold on eternal life right here. All right, get these breakdowns, get the information, get everything you need. You got brothers readily available for anything you need help with, according to this book right here.
Yeah. The Bible says, "Hey, where are the doorsteps of a man, man?" So if you don't know something, you a question about something, pick up the phone and call a brother. When we're in his conference calls, get involved in it. Just don't be sitting on the phone, just holding the phone, being quiet.
On a fucking date now, man.
That's right, man.
Just hang up. Just get off the fucking conference call, man.
Yeah.
Straight up. And go do what you really would rather be doing.
Right, man.
That's why JK used to like, man.
They ain't like pay no fucking bonus with you, man. Yeah. Because we want to be, that's right. We want to be like Yahushua. Yahushua and all still man. We are the same way. The elect are. So if you don't like it, if you want to go do something else, you're going to do it. Matter of fact, don't even venture in coming in. Just don't even come in at all. Okay? Save yourself the trouble. All right?
Yeah, save us the fucking
Save us the fucking trouble, man.
Fuck your trouble.
Fuck your trouble.
Save us the trouble.
Yeah, we want to teach you. We
Teach you,
gotta go out of way.
Gotta go out of the way to teach your ass, man.
You're doing something else, man. You're doing a lesson right now.
You see up here, yeah.
Messing with a bitch right now.
Messing with a bitch right now, man. You said noise in the background. Jake got all kind of shit going on in the background, bro. Come on, man.
You gotta chill, take a million times, bro. Mute your phone, bro. Hey, bro, just hang the motherfucker up, man. Get your ass all out of this conference call.
Straight up.
You got too much shit going on, bro.
You knew that for you got on the
Yeah, all this time to do all those what they call ratchet activities, okay, to do off the phone, but you went to do the Lord's work, okay, for all this shit to come right in, man. Stay your ass on the side, man.
Week out, sit there and listen to you put all your time and energy into a lesson.
Yeah.
And you got niggas who just lay up in that bitch just there.
Yeah, man. I'm just here.
Just there. What the fuck you on the? Why are you in here though? If we're wasting your time, you don't have to be on no conference call. Go get you some pussy. Playboy.
Right out.
You know what I'm saying? Since this is so much of an inconvenience to you,
It's a burden right now.
Yeah.
go ahead.
It's
Right,
taking too much time. We about 2.5 hours. So, yeah.
You want to be the bunny? You want to be the Playboy bunny? Go do that. We gonna do the Lord's work. Period.
You go serve slavery 10 hours a fucking day, bro. You got a problem coming in and listening for 2.5 hours.
But not even that.
If you
Our lessons gonna be 2.5 hours. About an hour and a half tops, man.
Yes.
You know,
Facts.
they can't do that.
God,
Well, you're a slave.
Yep. It says, verse 13, I give thee charge in the sight of Yahweh, who quickeneth all things, and before Hamashiach Yahushua, whom before Pontius Pilate witnesseth a good confession.
Read the verse above it.
God, that's what I'm on. Yeah. First,
No, just because I lost track.
Yeah,
Not
God.
you did.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 12. It says, fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called.
How you called? You've been called through watching these videos. You heard it. It attracted you. Man. You read.
Yep. And has professed a good profession.
All right, but now we're in the point where we've been called, but now we profess. All right, you do the work of a prophet. You come in and you put your own videos out. All right.
Yep. Profession before many witnesses. That's what we're doing right here. Professing our duties before the whole
Many
congregation.
men.
Yeah, that's right. Before many men, man.
Multitudes, nations, and kindreds of men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaks about that Revelation. Speaks about that in the book of Isaiah, man.
And every eye
Yep. And every eye.
shall
Okay.
behold.
They're gonna see the men of the Lord. And then you're gonna actually see physically Yahushua stand on top of that chariot. Okay? That's my man right there. Those are my men right there. Go get them.
They think the Lord made a mistake when he said every eye
Every
shall
eye.
see, bro. And every tongue shall confess. Y'all really believe the Lord is just talking? Okay. You don't see.
Go see.
Everybody on this fucking planet. All right?
Right, bro.
You got it, brother.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna see the Lord. Okay? It ain't gonna be who you think it is. We know who he is according to the Bible. Okay? A very dark-skinned, okay, man standing on top of that chariot.
A dark-skinned giant.
Giant, man. Giant.
A glorious
body.
extraterrestrial, man.
Right, man. Out of this fucking world being, man.
Glorious celestial.
That's right, man. Celestial body. Right, man. And that fear gonna
I'm gonna say this. He's an extraterrestrial. He's a celestial.
Yeah.
With extraterrestrial powers.
Ooh.
That's basically having spiritual powers on the earth.
Oh, let me write that down.
Extraterrestrial. Yeah, he's a celestial with extraterrestrial powers.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna be. That's what our collector's gonna be.
Right out.
They're gonna be celestial beings with extraterrestrial capabilities, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be able to eat just like a human, but yet we're gonna live forever.
Yes. Picture that.
We're gonna be able to have sex just like a regular
Yes.
human.
Yes.
We're gonna live
We got a
forever.
lot of sex in the kingdom, man. We can prove that in the Bible. There'll be a lot of sex in the
We're
kingdom.
gonna be able to make babies
Yeah. Gotta bring the 230 back, man. God, huh?
and yet live forever, man.
Right, bro.
All right?
Yeah. Verse 13. God, you got something?
Yeah, Connor.
Go ahead.
All right, this 1 Corinthians 15, and I started verse.
And I just want to say the one thing too. Like when y'all think about reincarnation, that is nothing but a right hand technology of the spirit continuously being reborn in biological bodies. That's a right hand power at the end of the day. That's all it is,
man.
right?
Bring it back.
So when we get this unlimited knowledge, I mean, living forever, that's not gonna even be a thought even in him. That's not forever going to even be a concept of time, because there's no longer going to be a beginning and an end anymore. It's just going to be a start and a finish. At that point, when you start something, when you finish whatever you're doing, there's going to be no more of a beginning and an end, other than whenever you say it's the end of you Edomites going to work, the end of you heathens doing this, the end of you heathens doing that. Okay, you got it.
Right, bro.
So 1 Corinthians 15:24, it said, "Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power."
Yeah, so when Yahweh shall come back, he's coming to conquer this entire planet. To what? Present it to who?
Yahweh. When he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power.
That's right. So when the Lord come and get the Israelites and deliver us, right?
Right.
Present us before Yahweh. Look, Lord, I got your hopeful elect. Okay, and put down all rule amongst who? You fucking heathens. Those are those different crowns the Lord's gonna be wearing in his head.
Dang, the 7th chapter, man.
Go ahead. So this is giving you a time frame. The Bible is producing a time frame for you, man. This is what's going to be going on in this time frame. Go ahead.
It says, "For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet."
So that's going to take 1,000 years. It's going to take 1,000 years, man.
39.
And what's the other one you always bring up? Let's say it should go to worship from year to year. Bring it out every
Malachi, like
it should go from year to year. You put year to year in that motherfucker. Don't pop up.
Right, bro.
Let the brother get the piece of right. I love that from stuff year to year.
All right. Or Zechariah 14.
Yeah, there you go.
God, yeah. Zechariah 14, verse 1 says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to the battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and have with the
all the households are going to be held at gunpoint. You're going to be forced out of your shit. Right?
Yep. And it says,
and the women what?
And the women ravished.
Okay, you women are going to be raped. That's what the Bible says. Ravish basically means to take, man.
Right, man. You get that.
Okay? Women are going to be raped according to the Bible. You got to remember that. You don't have no type of physical defense outside of a fucking man. You don't know how to use no guns.
Oh, no.
The majority of you motherfuckers, man, y'all scared of guns. As soon as they shoot a gun off with ease. I don't like guns. Well, bitch, you're going to need a gun in the upcoming time.
Yes.
Go ahead,
Elder. All right. Zechariah 14 and verse 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left, all the nations which came against Jerusalem, shall even go up from year to year.
Hey, man, hey, that's right, man. Guess what? You're going to be forced to go up every year. Year to year mean every year. This is going to be a law. It's going to be mandatory.
Mandatory, man.
It's going to be a mandate.
That's right. Believe that.
With one of our mandates. This is one of our future mandates right here. Bro. Go ahead.
Zechariah 14 and 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem.
Those of you that are not killed and put to death when the Lord comes back, all right, when World War III take place. The aftermath, you're going to have millions upon millions of you heathens that's going to survive the Third World War. All right, the brother bringing it out right now.
Yes.
You're going to have survivors.
Yes.
Okay?
It's left.
The scripture tell you that, what it says, 2/3.
Yeah, should be cut off and die. Zechariah 13:8.
Yeah, 2/3 should be cut off and die, man.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, all right.
God. And it
No,
should
not Zechariah.
1/3.
1/3.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one in Revelation, man.
that might be
Bring it out,
in 11 chapter. God.
And 1/3, that's
Yeah.
what.
So Revelation 9, and I started at 7. I started 18 straight to Revelation 9 and 18. It said, by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths.
Thermonuclear missiles. Okay, go ahead.
All right, and it says, for their power is in their mouth and their tails.
All right, which is called a warhead.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your mouth on your head? Okay. So the power is in the nuclear warheads. Okay, any nuclear missile, this is common knowledge. And the nuclear missiles that shut off, right? All of the explosive devices are in the what? The warhead.
Warhead.
You got certain missiles with thousands, right, of explosions in its warhead.
Yeah.
Just in one warhead.
Spread over the shotgun.
Yeah. Go ahead, all right.
It says, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues,
and there you go. But not just the 2/3, it's talking about the rest of the nation.
No, I meant the 2/3 Earth-wise.
Yeah.
Blocking.
Right. Yeah, 2/3 of the Earth's population, like the brother say, will survive. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
By these
Survivors is what they call it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues.
So the survivors. So that's the point. There will be survivors after the Third World War, Akim. Yes.
Right.
Everywhere on the earth except for America, you're gonna have survivors.
Yeah.
Great multitudes of survivors. Who the fuck gonna be our slaves? Who the fuck gonna build our kingdom up?
They have survival spot.
Build the shit.
Yeah.
Hard labor.
Y'all plan on going back to work?
No, but it's jiggy about to put back. You can touch nothing right now. It says, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. And then by the time that he saw he was so-called white man. He coming with his juice, he coming with the karagma, those idols right there. Like that the whole world was drunken off of, man. Like that's gonna be global when that karagma come. That guy will globally accept that karagma. Boy, we're gonna be saving you heathen from your fucking self, man. Right? It said, neither repented they of their murders, nor their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Right? Because the Lord gonna have to make you repent from your thefts. You stole us. Right? You like China had the ability there, just keep on running with it. Russia had the ability there, keep running with it. Right? But you're gonna take them crowns off your head.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's gonna happen according to the Bible. Revelation 12 and 7, Saturday 13th chapter. That war in heaven that's getting ready to take place, man. Yahushua destroys. The Bible says he's not gonna lift up a hand or sword to fight you.
Right.
Okay? He's gonna cast out sparks and tempests, okay? Out of the mouth of what? Of his chariot. Okay? He's gonna do that and destroy all dragons of the whole earth, man. Okay? NATO, America, Babylon the Great, which are gonna be destroyed already as it is. Okay? You're gonna want to fight the great terrible king himself, man. Okay? And you're gonna be obliterated. Okay? And say all he saw was what? Dust and smoke.
Right, brother.
Dust and smoke. So when you Jakes have a fucking car wreck, you see the airbag pop out, you see what? Nothing but smoke and dust, man. That's what it's gonna be like in this fucking war that's coming up on the earth, man. Okay, in heaven. Salah. All right? Yep, go ahead, Salah. I got something too. It's 2 chapter 15 and verse 43, backing you up. It says, and they, speaking of the missiles, okay, which are going to ultimately come into warheads, okay, when it breaks down, okay, it says, and they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid.
Steadfast means non-stop.
Non-stop.
Okay. When you put in the missile on a trajectory, guess what? It's not gonna miss its mark. The scriptures tell you that. Matter of fact, look at that. Break it down when the brother break it down.
All right, gotcha.
I
got you.
Yep. All right. Let me start from 2 Amos 15. Let me start at verse 41. I'm shot. Fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities.
Literally by the elements. They're gonna break down the elements, man. Right? What it said, they coming that shall burn like an oven, that shall melt down the elements with fervent heat. That's talking about the missiles. Right? We know the swords don't actually fly, right?
Yep. And on walls represents what? Those and scripture says Ezekiel 38, those land of one wall village. We talk about America, but ultimately those missile defense systems that America has, they're not going to work in that day. The Alahayim, which are the whole angels, are going to shut that shit off. Okay? To where it does not work.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like in Israel, they got what you call the iron dome. Ain't that what it's called?
There's iron dome.
No, the dome on the rock.
Dome on the rock.
Dome on the rock.
It's iron dome. Yeah.
The iron dome, whatever, and that's supposed to be one of the top nuclear defense. They're gonna be one of the first places to go.
Oh, and that's it.
According to prophecy.
For the prophecy.
You prophesied to get the fuck. It ain't like niggas out here just saying what else. You prophesied to get the fuck blown out of this bitch, man. It's already predetermined for your ass, Israel. Not Yasha Allah. Talking about you modern day Israel, okay?
Right.
Actual land mass is gonna be destroyed, man. Not the people of Israel, but you imposters. That's in our land. The Lord gonna destroy your asses and that land. Okay, and then that land mass is gonna be rebuilt, and then the real Israelites are gonna go ahead and flow into that motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Before we even go in it, we gonna do all kind of purification, the ceremonies of it. Bro, you know all kind of cleansing ceremonies, and they're gonna be global. And guess what? The whole world is gonna be forced to attend.
Yes.
Okay. Everything Israel do, we're gonna force you heathens to do it too. Whoever rules the world makes the laws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Y'all are gonna be living off of our laws. Y'all gonna be living according to our customs.
Yeah.
Your everyday lives are gonna be fashioned around doing what we tell you to do.
Right. Yep.
Slavery, real slavery.
That's what y'all not understanding, man. Okay.
God,
it's like
it's not resonating your book.
It's not registering up there for some reason. It's not registering, man. It's not clicking.
Not clicking.
You got it, huh?
Yep. Hey, back up what the brother was saying. Okay, I got an article right here. Well, that article is a video. You can go on and see it. Okay, go on and see it. It's on U.S. military news. It says U.S. and Israel deployed air defense missiles to several countries in the Middle East. And it says, Iran news. It says Tehran, which is Iran, has warned regional Arab countries over a plan to launch an air defense system.
Oh, hold on. That sounds like Ezekiel 38 to me. I'm just saying. But you wouldn't know that, right?
Right.
If you would have tended into what the Heavenly Father got to say out here. Whatever you niggas out here worrying about what? With a bit, y'all not even focus on what Esau got going on, huh?
Yeah.
If you focus on Esau, you would know that, right?
Right.
They don't even focus on that, man.
Shit, man.
Y'all niggas don't even look at that type of news, man.
It's action right here, man.
Rap news.
Rap news. DJ Academic.
DJ Bland TV. CG. But
you know, that's what you niggas watching out here, man.
Rap reports.
Especially you Louisiana motherfuckers, man. You're going to be a new age rapper.
Yeah.
The hip hop spotlight on
Hip hop spotlight on these niggas right here.
I'm gonna kill you.
I got the background. I'm gonna start all you niggas.
All you fucking rap niggas, man. All you rap niggas gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Look what the Lord is. Look at we've been doing this for the past 5 years, man. There's been nothing but rappers getting killed. For the past 5 years straight, it's been a trend of rappers getting killed.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that.
Longer than that.
I could probably say 10 years.
10.
At least 5 years this shit been going on, man.
We say 5 at the minimum.
Yeah, at the minimum.
God, Elder.
Got it?
Yep. It says U.S. and Israel deploy air defense missiles to several countries in the Middle East. Tehran has warned regional Arab countries. That's segregated 15 chapters. God. It says several regional Arab countries over a plan to launch an air defense system with the United States and Israel to confront Iran's missiles and drones.
Hold on, hold you got it.
Elder.
All right, read the last part.
Okay.
One more time.
It says Tehran has warned regional Arab countries over a plan to launch an air defense system.
Have won what? Whatever they want?
They have warned regional Arab countries.
Regional what?
Regional Arab countries.
And what the Arabs believe in? What they love?
They love it.
What God they love?
Allah.
Regional Arab countries,
That's right?
Okay.
Yep.
Give me D-Rez. Just Google United Arab Emirates.
The UAE. God.
And you know what you got? And I'm gonna bring a preset when you get there. Y'all already know what's going on.
Yeah. Know where you going with it. Come on.
So the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. It says the United Arab Emirates, or simply the Emirates, is a country in Western Asia.
Western what?
Western Asia. Western Asia.
Okay.
Right?
That's all like ancient Persia to me.
Right, bro.
So you mean to tell me the Persians conquered that landmass before? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
It is located at the eastern end of the Arabian Peninsula.
Oh, Persia. That was once Persia before.
Hey, bro.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
So we talking about allies now, according to the Bible. Because I'm bringing scripture out.
Yeah.
These are allies. Go ahead.
Come on,
It shares borders with Oman and Saudi Arabia.
So you're gonna share your borders with your what? Your allies. Let them see it. Let them see it.
You see, we know it already. Okay, you got Saudi. Let me put it right here. You got Saudi Arabia. Okay, you see it right there. All right. Now when you get closer, all right, and that purple right there. All right, you see the UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Emirates.
All right, Emirates. Okay, tomato. Okay, throughout the whole Red Sea. Okay, go ahead, brother.
That's right, brother.
Last bit. And it says while having maritime borders in the Persian Gulf.
Maritime borders.
Yeah.
Trade over the waters. Import, export, so on and so forth.
Trade by sea.
And everything that come with it.
There is 18.
That's right.
Yep.
This has been in the Bible. All we're doing is making it plain upon the table by giving y'all the modernized words, translated in a modernized formation, so that the whole elect on the earth today can read these ancient scriptures and be like, oh man, this book is alive. This book ain't dead. Ain't nothing in this book is past tense.
Relevant, right?
This is happening right now, and there's a lot of stuff in his book that's going to happen tomorrow. Ooh.
Right?
So not only is it a living book, but it lives forever. This Bible is going to live forever.
Right.
This book is eternal life. Literally. We're going to be dealing with these scriptures forever. It's never going to be a time where we're never going to deal with the scriptures. This is the fucking law.
It's white, right?
Damn, God, let me get that. Yeah. I want to get research so bad. Go ahead,
finish it off, Mike.
While having maritime borders in the Persian Gulf with Qatar and Iran.
So
that's it.
Right, brother. And it's back my brother, Ezekiel 38, and I'm gonna start at 4. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Talking about God, right?
Yep.
GOG, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Right. This is the term I'm talking about Russia.
Right.
Modern day Russia. It says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all 9 army, and going into what the brothers is bringing out, right? Horses and horsemen, all of them, all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords. Here we go, verse 5. Persia.
Right.
There you go. Iranian, right?
Right.
Got the Persian, Iranian, Turkey with Ethiopia, Libya gonna be under them. Right? All these, and you been seeing this shit in the news. Russia talking about they having these military contracts where they giving this land missiles. They literally just had one with Iran. Right?
Shit, they had one with Libya too.
Yeah, with Libya and Egypt.
See, the United States have what they call watchdogs. So they are actually over there watching to see what's coming in and what's going out. It's called a nuclear watchdog. Russia has been supplying Libya with nuclear weapons. Okay, fulfillment of prophecy. Okay, underground. And it was stated that Iran, okay, according to the news, had over 60,000 nuclear weapons underground. But according to the Bible, the brother bringing out earlier, Revelation 9, it's going to be 200 million that's going to hit this place alone.
200,000.
200,000.
Not 20,000. 200,000. That's 200 million.
Right, bro. Right,
the force of 200 million missiles is going to destroy America. That's all it's saying, man.
That's all it's saying, man.
Okay? The place is going to be hit with that type of force. Okay.
Yep.
Verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them. That's the what?
Right.
You got the word.
United Arab Emirates. Right. All these are connected that with that one umbrella. With that Islamic faith and all that shit like that, man.
What they call jihadists and all that shit like that. Go ahead,
I keep reading. It's Ezekiel 38 and 5 the latter end. He said all of them with shield and helmet. All right, so not only are they going to provide the weapon, they're going to provide the defense system. They're going to have nothing but Russian armor right now. Going to be Russian tanks, Russian this, Russian that, Russian missiles, Russian firearms. They're going to be using. Right, they're going to be sending the soldiers out there with Valley Joe.
What you just read out?
Yeah.
That's the EAU. The United Arab,
right? UAE.
UAE.
Yeah.
That's the UAE.
Yeah.
The UAE is prophesied in the Bible.
Yeah.
Called the Ezekiel 38 chapter. We just read it.
Right. Yeah. We just literally showed you on the picture. Okay. What the land is. That whole Persian Gulf. That what Scripture calls the valley of Yehoshaphat. Okay. Which is the valley of the Levant region. Okay. Which separates what? The Tigris and Euphrates River, which is being dried up right now, making way for this battle. Okay, so
they're gonna drive jeeps over there.
Over
there, seabed.
Yeah,
they're gonna drive over that bitch.
That's right.
They're gonna drive tanks and Humvees over that bitch.
Yep.
It's like Chinese language written on it.
Yep. And like we had said a year ago, man, these regional areas like Turkey, Iraq, and Syria, the Euphrates River runs right through all those nations, man. So what Ezekiel 38 is talking about are nothing but Islamic nations. The land of Libya, those are Islamic nations. Okay? Oh, they got black people over there. They worship Allah. Okay? They worship all that. That land is being dried up for this third world war that will be fought with nuclear capabilities. Bring it out, huh? What? No, shit. Hold on. Let me read the rest of it. They only had told me to read that Zechariah 14. It's Zechariah 14 and 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King.
Year to year. I mean, all through the year. Every year.
Every year.
It's going to be a mandate. It's going to be mandatory for you nations to do this. Come and bow down before a so-called Negro.
Right, bro.
That's the future of you heathens out there. All that bullshit y'all out here doing is going to result into y'all having to do this prophecy right here.
Yep.
They have to bow your heathen ass down to a so-called black man. Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That picture there.
Yeah, give him a couple seconds, right?
Nah, let
Marinate.
marinate on your fucking brain.
Give him a couple seconds.
Right, bro.
All right, go ahead.
God. It says, the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, and to keep the feast of tabernacles.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is going to be mandatory. All right. The Feast of Tabernacles is one among many. You got 613 laws that you're going to have to learn how to keep. That's just one.
Right?
Esau loved pork, right?
Yes.
Imagine that no nation under the sun is going to be allowed to eat swine again, man. Imagine a world like that. You're going to be put to death for eating pork in the kingdom of heaven is going to be a crime.
Right.
How you love that, player?
Yeah.
How you love that, playboy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How you love that.
Eating pork.
Yeah.
I got you.
Right, bro.
That's how this thing is going to be, man. When niggas get found fucking with some swine, you heard me? You're going to get reprimanded.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17. And it shall be, here you go, El, that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem.
You got a lot of families. Matter of fact, you got 18 families.
There we go.
All right, according to the Bible, you got 18 families on this earth.
Yep.
Outside of Israel. And you motherfuckers refuse, right, to do what we tell you to do. Okay, what happens?
Yep. It says, will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the king.
Basically, to do what we tell you to do. Our king is Yahushua.
Right.
But yet we're joint heirs. Give me 1 Corinthians 6, right? Okay, talk real fast. I know you got some questions. That's why I say real fast.
First Corinthians 6:1. I have 1 Corinthians 6:2. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Yeah, we're gonna judge the world, man. All right. Y'all don't know that. We know it. That's why we out here telling you. Do y'all not know that the men of the Lord are going to judge the world? Have not I been saying that for the past 10 minutes before he even brought the precept out? That's another witness.
Right.
Go ahead.
And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matter?
So you damn right. We're gonna judge everything that happens in this earth, man. Even down to when you can fight, man. Is that not a small matter when niggas pay gas?
It doesn't matter. Gas, God.
Where you can live, who you can marry, all that. You're gonna have to deal with us to live. Just to live, you gotta go through an Israelite in the kingdom.
Bring it out.
We're gonna give y'all permission to breathe. But you ain't gonna breathe if we don't tell you.
Too many brothers.
Let me smell some pork in the air.
Right.
I'm telling you, bitch, I'm coming for you. If a nigga burp and you smell swine in that
Right,
shit,
smell swine.
put his ass together, man.
Remember, we're gonna have those celestial bodies, so we able to dictate what's going on. You breathe too much. Hey,
this is gonna feel good. I'm smelling that burp, bro.
Yeah.
You been eating swine there.
We already know. If you found something, smell the pork.
I'm gonna be able to do whatever the fuck we want to in the kingdom.
You been eating pork.
We'll see if we some pork a little while. You like them?
All right.
That's the bet. Bet that up. We'll deal with you in that way. Okay? However we see fit. We may hold counsel we want to hold counsel. Hey, how you want to deal with this motherfucker right here?
Yeah, the Lord might have something. Well, he just might want us to just report it back to the Lord. I don't even do nothing, son. Just let me know.
Right. Right, brother. Go ahead.
It said, know ye not that we shall judge angels?
Woo!
How much more the things that pertain to this life?
Yeah, man, with the things of this life, man, that's the shit that we call petty.
Petty shit right here.
They can't get past the shit that pertains to this life, though. That's the crazy part about it. Yeah, we can say it's petty, but a lot of you guys are stuck behind the things pertaining to this life. And when you allow that to happen, you're handicapping yourself from transcending to a spiritual level, man. can't see past these things because you're surrounded and trapped in these things. You're blinded by these things. So we don't want to fall into those type of traits with the Lord, man, right? None of the whole elect want to fall into those predicaments. So, read.
Oh, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. Got right here, all right. So,
give me Sirach 24, right? I want to say that wrong, 5 or 6. Go ahead.
all right. So Psalms.
When you bring it out, I'm gonna let you know that's in the
I'm already out.
It's in that area.
Psalms 2. That's not sure. So Psalms 2 and 1, it said, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?"
Yeah.
I see yourself in a position of rulership forever and ever. China, we're gonna be the next.
I was just
We're
saying
gonna
that.
be the next superpower.
And even that, with China, they want to try to be the forefront to merge man into to a fucking machine, man. It's called transhumanism. Okay, AI. Okay, they want to be the forefronters to do that. They want to be the forefronters to create a digital currency.
But hold on. With all that you saying,
Yeah.
How are you gonna do all that without the children of Israel as your slaves?
Yeah.
So virtually, ultimately, they want to what?
But that's a slave.
That's that evil thought.
Oh, right. Why the Bible says, "Sing
You want to touch the apple of the Lord's eye, man. I'll be on
that's what it's all about.
That's what make a nation a superpower.
Yeah.
Having
Slaves.
Without us as your slaves, you will never rule the world, man.
Right, bro.
The only way you can rule the planet Earth, you have to conquer the nation of Israel, the real Israelites. That's the only way.
That shit ain't happening.
Right, go ahead,
Main thing, all right? It says the kings of the earth set themselves and rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, "Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us."
And this is what the worldwide Negroes, the worldwide scum does, man. Let us shut these niggas down, man. You gotta shut them niggas up, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, "He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh."
Yeah, so the Lord laughing at you stupid ass Negroes and you fucking heathen out there. Because it's not about us. Y'all are going against the Lord. That's why he laughing. Go ahead.
It says, "The Lord shall have them in derision.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure."
That's right. So he's gonna kill you, man. He's gonna fuck your asses up and he's gonna kill you vigorously. That's how the Lord gonna talk to 2/3 of you Israelites, man. And he's gonna save his hope of lick right in y'all black ass face. He's gonna save us right in y'all face, man. Like y'all turn y'all back, he gonna save his elect and turn his back on y'all wicked ass.
Yeah.
Right? And then we gonna throw it in y'all face.
Yes.
After we get them battles, we gonna come back and make you remember why you fucked up. And not to fuck up again. Yeah, we're gonna burn that shit into your sight. Go ahead,
Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion, and I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, "Thou my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thy
parents." So how do you ask of the Lord? You have to inquire according to the scripture. And then he's going to show you how the so-called white men, the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Hamites, and the rest of these heathen out here, beginning with Amalek, are going to become what? Our property. The Lord said he's going to give them to us. You can't get around these prophecies.
That shit don't exist.
They act like they're not even in the book. Like they just talk about forgiving and turning the other cheek.
Yeah,
I find it very ironic that that's all y'all talk about.
Yeah.
You never talk about this side of the scriptures though.
Yeah.
I find that very ironic.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. We got it though, player.
Yeah. Take over.
Go ahead.
The Lord says men up to take over, man.
Right.
They not.
We got it.
Bible says, Bible says, when this gospel shall be preached to the ends of the earth, then the end shall come. You're just seeing the end right before your fucking very eyes. If you're watching, go ahead, brother.
It says in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Like the whole world, right? He's literally gonna give you just focus on this. Right? You're gonna be able to put all your enemies into slavery, have everything and everyone in subjection. I say that's put everything under his feet.
Yeah.
Right? And it says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
Put your ass in the kingdom, man. Okay?
That was going to incentivize you to do that. Come into a tributary.
Right,
That's going to make you want to come yield it.
Yeah.
Right? Because or else it's going to be consequences if you don't, man. Right? The same way the law works in any type of government, there's going to be consequences, man.
Yeah. Hey, it's like we read Zechariah 14 chapter, speaks about you nations coming to up to year, literally. Okay?
Pay tribute.
Pay tribute. So when you read right in the 20th chapter, I think it's in verse 3, speaks about those nations, okay? They're going to be tributaries in the kingdom of heaven. Esau, you're going to serve your slavery, then you're going to be done away. It's over with for you. Those other nations, they're going to be tributaries in the kingdom of heaven. Slaves, okay? Under Yahweh Shah, King David, down to the elect.
Meaning y'all gonna have to pay taxes.
You got to pay nothing.
Y'all have, no, they got to pay.
They got to pay. They got to pay it. Yep.
Right? It says, thou shalt dash them in pieces.
Real quick, because you got to pay what you know. You didn't done somewhat. Everything you took from the Israelites, you got to give that back. The Lord is all about justice, all about recompense. You're not gonna get away with it scot free. We got away with it right now. We got a free kingdom, a free ride to the kingdom of heaven. No, you got to pay that duty. Okay, you got to pay it. That's your trial right there. Okay. Serving us is part of your trial, but we're gonna get that also. Okay, with the other half of that, man. All right, go ahead, brother. Slot.
Y'all gonna get put into that 1,000 years, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got right
I think
here.
it's a rock or something.
Right here.
Yeah. No, I was saying, so I can pass it up.
Yep. It's a rock chapter 24, read from the top. It says, wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before his power.
Right.
I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. I dwelt in high places, and my throne is in a cloud. It's in a cloudy pillar.
And that's what we say. High places. How did we learn this, man? Internet, right? You read them, right?
Yep.
That means through our left-hand technology, had to create something that where humans can make a video and it can be displayed to the rest of the world via satellite. And throughout their process, the whole elect is waking up. That's basically what he's talking about.
Yep.
All right. Good.
Verse 5. I alone come past the circuit of heaven and walk in the bottom of the deep, in the ways of the sea.
Talking about the Lord, man. Compares the circles of the heaven, meaning the heavens have a limit. But the Lord is beyond the limits of the heavens.
All right. Wow, man.
Especially he's beyond the second dimension. He's a spiritual being. Go ahead.
Yep. And it says, and walk in the bottom of the deep.
He's beyond the third dimension, my bad.
God. In the ways of the sea, and all the earth, and in every people a nation. I got a possession. With all these, I sought rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide?
So guess what? With all those nations, we're gonna have our rest in the midst of all these heathens come. Why? We get the rest?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be the ones in rulership. We're gonna be the ones telling them what to do. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel.
I'll read that again. And have caused my what to rest?
Right. It says, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel. And he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest.
All right, that's peace. He that made me gave my nation, or my tabernacle, or my house, my nation of people. It gave us rest. It gave us peace.
Right.
So through Yahweh Shah, we achieved peace. You Negroes don't know what peace is on this side of the world.
Yeah.
But you can go into an ancient book and see that in some form or fashion, at some point in time, we achieved peace. So obviously we was doing some shit back then. You motherfuckers are not doing today, right?
Right. Yep. It says, He created me from the beginning before the world, and I shall never fail. Woo. In the holy tabernacle, I served before him, and so was I established in Zion. Likewise, in the beloved city, he gave me rest.
Right.
And in Jerusalem was my power.
Right, man. And beloved city, get rest in that beloved city. What y'all are literally looking at right now. It's peace, man. Rest is really salvation from your enemies, man. Why is it hard for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are in the truth to rest? Because your enemy is continuously what? Pursuing you. He's continuously putting hell on you. He's continuously putting you in different obstacles that you gotta think all the way down to your fucking last breath to how you gonna get off the shit.
Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with on an every fucking day basis, man. All right? Go ahead.
Yep. All right. It says, likewise, in the beloved city, he gave me rest, and in Jerusalem was my power. And I took root in an honorable people, even in the portion of the Lord's inheritance. I was exalted like a cedar in Libanus, and a cypress tree upon the mountain of Hermon. That's ultimately the Lord giving us that established us in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Everybody says, my man shall be in what? Gold.
That's right, man.
And
that day, man.
The establishment is gonna come when all hell hits the fan. Now then they sales out here will be like, damn, man.
Let's just go.
The Lord was really dealing with these dudes. Okay? Go ahead.
Right, bud. Go ahead.
All right. It's Psalm 37 from the top. Right? It says, Psalm 37, a psalm of David. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Right? Because it looks like our enemies got the advantage on it. They do have the advantage of us right now, but they ain't gonna have it forever. It's the point that we make it now. Right? Because we spiritually got the advantage. It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Right? And they're about to get cut down. They're about to lose everything. These people are about to lose everything. Right? Get other heathen. You're about to go into slavery. Right? That's all you got to look for. Look forward to your future. That's all you got to look for, man. Right? You ain't gonna get to see your kids grow up and this and that unless they're slaves, man. Right? It says, trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Brother just went into what land you're gonna be dwelling in. Are you gonna get to be in your land? You're gonna be an American citizen of China, Ghana, or somewhere like that. You're gonna be in your shit, man.
Mexican.
Mexican right now. I'm a Mexican. Right, bro. It said, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. I would say, ask of me.
I will give thee the heathen for the inheritance. Yeah.
Seek first the kingdom
of heaven, and then all things should be added unto you.
Right. It says, commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Right, so that's what we're telling you. We've committed our way to the Lord to the best of our ability. Lord willing, we keep doing that. So we're going to bring this to pass. We're going to put y'all in slavery for it, man. Like, we're going to get the heathen as in his. We're going to have to serve anymore. Wake up 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
4:30
4:30
every morning.
Working doubles right now. They're working 12 hours the other day.
Man.
After they just
they got to be a fucking slave, man.
Right? And it says, right, commit. Right, and he shall bring forth thy righteousness as a light. Right, he's gonna let that light shine, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. Who prospers right now? Esau, right. The wicked prosper in general. Right, because of the man, as I know it's talking about Esau, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Right, he coming with the Jews, coming with the Quran, he coming with this, he coming with that. Right, but don't even worry about it, man. Right, it's gonna look like we're about to lose. He's gonna come with this Quran globally. He's gonna have the majority of the world Quran up.
Because that's what faith is. Faith makes things like everything is going wrong. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And then what? You just, you know what I'm saying? You just ultimately come out of it, man. Okay, that's what faith is. Go ahead,
huh? Right, it says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. It's saying don't try to get revenge. No, okay. It's saying just don't crash out right now, man. Like, don't lose your. Just go wild the fuck out.
Don't throw all your eggs in one basket, man. Because you're mad. Because you feel played, bro.
It says, fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. All right, don't take it into your own hands and wait. I handle everything, any problem you got, I'ma handle. That's
right. Hey, who wouldn't give him one? Isaiah 1:20. Just begging, brother, you got it right back. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured with the sword out the gate. For the mouth of Yahweh has spoken.
Man.
All right. Straight to the point, man. Lord gonna slaughter you, man. I will keep. Spoke about that in the book of Exodus. I will kill you. Read it again, Elder.
All right. Isaiah 1:20. But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword. For the mouth of Yahweh has spoken.
Straight to the point right there. I'm gonna kill you, man. You don't follow these laws that
that's right.
You don't want to get right. You're gonna die. No other way out of this right now, man. Yeah. It don't matter where you at. It don't matter if you're in America, because you handle that afterwards. Right? You're gonna have to pass on the ride if you're in fucking Jamaica somewhere. Man.
Yeah, Jake be fucking trying to flee to Ghana and over there in West Africa and the whole sub-Saharan desert and everything like that to flee from what's going on here in America or what's coming. Okay? But if the judgment is set, it's gonna catch you whatever it is, man. So we see throughout the whole planet Earth, the Lord is bringing just judgment everywhere, man. Okay? If you're part of the 2/3, you're going to get it. They were just read it. You're going to get that sword. And that sword comes in many fashions. Through famine, through pestilence. Okay? You take that charagma. The Lord going to melt your fucking ass. Okay? Ultimately, leading up to what? Yahweh shall return on those chariots. And if the Lord meet you himself, that means the Lord really hates your ass, man. Let that resonate in your fucking brain. Go ahead, Elder.
Psalms 37:9, it says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. All right, reiterating what we already said, just hold it down now. All right, it says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. Is this he that made the earth to tremble? All right, he the one that opened out the doors of the prisoners. How is it that he would rule the earth right now, man? All right, and it says, but the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in an abundance of peace. Right? And ultimate peace comes as ruling over the enemy, not to be a slave to anybody else. Right? You at the point where you the lender and you ain't got to be the borrower. You the head and you ain't got to be the tail. Right? That's it, right?
Yeah. All right. Back in Zechariah 14:17, it says, and it shall be, it's going to come to pass, that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth.
It sounds like prophecy to me. So if you refuse to serve the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, in our kingdom, all right, controlled by us, all right, under the leadership of the one you even call Jesus Christ, his real name is Yahweh Shai. Read.
Yep. Unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
Right. So you're not going to even get any rain. That goes to show you the power that the men of the Lord are going to execute in the kingdom. Okay, that's spiritual power. If I can stop a motherfucker from catching rain, I can. That means I would manipulate the elements.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles.
Right, bro. That's a future prophecy, man. When it says the Lord shall smite the heathen, okay, they got another precept that shows you how he's going to smite them and who he's going to use to smite them. Talking about his battle axe.
Right. Jeremiah 51:20.
Yeah, we got to get it, but y'all know.
Yeah.
Go ahead now.
This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses, written in the caps, holiness unto the Lord, and the pots in the Lord's house shall be like the bowls before the altar. Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto the Lord of hosts, and all they that sacrifice shall come up and take of them and seed therein, and in the day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Lord of hosts. I'm telling you right there, man. All right. All the heathens are gonna have to worship. Okay, if you don't, it's gonna be a reward for that also, man. Okay, but to be able to manipulate the elements, okay, to make the rain stop and make it come upon you, what does that symbolize? That's power, literal, that the men of the Lord are gonna have. How shall I say it? Okay, you're gonna dwell with me. You're gonna be kings, gods, rulers, and priests over all the whole earth. That's what it's all about, man. But you have to understand the scriptures, okay, to know that, man. All right, not just wisdom. You have to have knowledge, okay, also to know wisdom, okay. Plain and simple. Go ahead, brother.
All right, it's Revelation 3 and 6. All right, it's Revelation 3 and 6. It says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches." Right, that's us.
And that means understand. To hear means to spiritually understand what's going on. Now. Understand the signs of the times. He that have an ear, he that is spiritually inclined to what the fuck is going on, let him hear. The Lord got his prophets out here to make sure that you hear and understand before we make it happen. Go ahead.
And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, "These things saith he that is holy, and he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth."
Yeah, that means what? The key of David means you be on the house of David. Without the key, you can't get in, buddy. To enter any man's house, you have to have the what? Keys. Keys
Right.
represent the what? The way in. The way in is the what? The invitation. Are you invited? Or are you not? Go ahead.
And shutteth and no man openeth. Right, backing y'all up on that power. Basically, he told him the same thing when he was Peter, but you know, it's just read better one. But it's Matthew 16 and 19. I started at 18. It says, Matthew 16 and 18, "I say also unto thee that thou art Peter," when you know who was King David. Like he told him the same thing. It says, "And upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven."
That's right.
That's that interdimensional power right there. You're gonna be on another level, man.
Oh, yeah.
And whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. That's what you say is going to go. Are you want something done? You're going to come down from the spiritual world? Because they're going to be basically one and the same when it comes to the elect. Are you going to come down from the spiritual world? It's going to have you
one. They're synchronized.
God,
We're going to be in sync with the spiritual realm at this time. Okay? We're not going to be subject to vanity. Think about that. So in order for us to be sin, we're going to have to be on top of some shit that you motherfuckers don't know nothing about.
That's what you got it. God, that was it.
Yeah. That's one.
I'm going to bring one out of you and then we can start.
Okay, wrap it on up. All right. Oh, this is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, "And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit." Go ahead. Yeah.
The key of the bottomless pit, man. Going into the what? All right. To have the key of the bottomless pit means you exercise what? Power, dominion. The bottomless pit in this instance. This is talking about Europe.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah.
Yep. Verse 2. And the scripture reads. It says, "And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit."
Right, because war is happening in the bottomless pit. Bottomless pit is modern day Europe.
Yeah.
That's not in the know. Okay. This
Yep.
is going on during World War I, World War II. They tell you the first one, the second one.
Right.
Quick.
Same chapter.
That happened, but the third coming quick. Right?
So when you read the bottomless pit, it's talking about Europe, because Europe lacks resources, man. That's why Esau brings his crack ass over there to West Africa, okay, and all that.
Yeah, all the
All
resources.
the resources, man. Got the natural gas, okay,
And the Middle East.
and the Middle East too.
Because that's a natural resource. Our gas and oil, that's a resource.
It's a resource, man. It's a commodity. Right.
Black, they call it black gold.
Black gold. Yep. Why they made the movie Blood Diamond. When you look at the movie, you seen what that Jake, well, he looked like a either might be a Jake, or I can't think of his name.
Leonardo
DiCaprio, okay? He looked like he's an Italian, okay? He was involved with it. Why would Esau put him in the movie like that? They were showing you how Esau goes over there, get the jewels, okay, the diamonds, okay, everything that revolves around him staying on top, because he comes from the bottom, okay? He's a base man, so he has to go off in other countries, okay, to keep himself abroad. The book of Revelation chapter 19 and verse 2, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, and the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit.
World War II, man. When that war happened, World War II happened, it's basically synonymous for war, man. Smoke come out that pit. And just backing up, like I said, the Middle East, that's big. I watched an old boy last night, Bruce Boy, whatever. It was like after the Crusades, the reason the Ottoman Turks were able to come to power is basically based off the shit that they was trading amongst each other.
Right.
The Moors and the Christian trading, so-called Christian Catholics or whatever, trading that shit.
Moors and the Byzantine.
Yeah, the kind of. And they got that power through those resources. That's the same way you start doing right now, man. That's literally just a replay of what already happened.
Like, yeah. That's why this World War III is going to be more destructive than what we're
way more gruesome.
Way more gruesome. That's the word. Gruesome.
On a whole other level.
Whole other level.
Uncomprehendable level.
Yep.
About to take forward.
Yep. So when you read about, in the same time, it speaks about those tales or casting out those destructive things upon the earth, man. Okay, these nations they're gonna do it also. It speaks about that in that 15th chapter when those flying swords, okay, fighter jets. It's gonna be a war in the sea. Okay, it's gonna cause a Leviathan to come up out of the sea. Okay, but you're gonna have nuclear capability where you can stand right there and just shoot out an ICBM that goes from one place to another. Okay. You got to throw that in there outside. You got to go. I know. I think the other head.
I did have one. Yeah, I do. I got one. Finish that one out.
Kind of. All right.
Okay, I got it right up. I got it right up. All right. This is Isaiah 1. I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, except Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been in Sodom, and we would have been like unto Gomorrah.
We would have been completely destroyed if he wouldn't have left the elect, man. Right? But we are that glimmer of hope that our nation got to get back on track. Yeah, and that's the whole point of us even being there. Right. I'd rather know we don't know.
Right.
So it says, hear the word of Yahweh, ye rulers of Sodom, give ear unto the law of our power, ye people of Gomorrah.
We had in Sodom and we had a bunch of Israelites in Sodom and Gomorrah. Right, so hear the word our power, hear the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you Americans.
Right.
You
so-called Africans, Latino Americans,
Native
Americans.
Latino.
African American.
That's
right, bro.
Cuban. Go ahead, slide, yo.
So it says, verse 10, hear the word of Yahweh, you rulers of Sodom, verse 11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me?
Take the
What's the whole point of doing this?
I point to doing this to make it out of here, man.
That's right. We're gonna tell them our perspective, but we know they don't know.
These niggas don't fucking know.
So we're gonna answer the question.
We try to make it out of here, man.
Right.
That's what we do to sacrifice our lives for this. Have sacrificed their life. Family, children, jobs, right? Vehicles. You didn't have to do it, man. Right?
Yeah, but the bullshit that y'all are doing is not, it doesn't serve a purpose, man. Going to church every Sunday. That's why you Negroes getting in worse and worse conditions. Because Caesar Borgia don't give a fuck about you. Allah don't give a fuck about you Negroes. You ever ask yourself why Allah treats the Arabs better than he treats you so-called Negroes? Why Jesus Christ treats the so-called white man better than he treats you so-called Negroes? Why Buddha treats the so-called Chinese better than he treats you so-called Negroes? Why every God y'all serve, why y'all the second, third, and fourth deities in this power, this particular entity? But yet it's okay with y'all. Come on, man. Yeah. Where?
Oh, that's it. All right.
Yeah.
So,
So like, so yeah, here's your hand. I thought it was.
Oh, it's gone.
All right. It says, here we go, verse 11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me? Saith Yahweh. I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks or of lambs or of he goats. When ye come to appear before me, who have required this at your hand, to tread my courts, right?
Tread my courts. Basically, just step on the shit. Step on the foundation that the Lord is laying.
But it said, who have required this?
No, he don't require conduct.
Because the Lord ain't with it. The shit you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans got going on, Yahweh ain't with it, according to the Bible.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, right?
Right? So it says, verse 13, it says, bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Shabbats, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with it. It is iniquity, even the solemnity. So that means, that's the Lord will saying, your righteousness is as of what?
Filthy rag.
Fucking filthy rag. So don't try to persuade the Lord into dealing with you because of how righteous your ass is, man. You do it the other way around because you don't deserve salvation. Because of how nasty you are. Because of how you offended the Lord. Okay? We take the repentant route. Not the bragging right. We ain't got no bragging rights in this thing. Okay? Guys.
All right, so with that, this is an edifying lesson. Anybody giving infinite honors and praises to
Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Harakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, who rule and teach well, peace and blessings to the hopeful and faithful elect across four corners, living and preaching this truth to the best of their ability and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Oh shit, man, y'all, bro, why y'all?
I got it.
Oh, you did?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's why I was quiet.